Hey blockheads, this is DJ AK the Amanda Knight, and I'm here to let you know that my so-called whatever podcast and No More Games Radio have joined forces. Listen to No More Games Radio on Sundays at 2 p.m. for your favorite episodes of my so-called whatever podcast, and maybe a live episode? Who knows? Tune in to my so-called whatever podcast for upcoming No More Games radio features and exclusive stories from our staff and DJs. And as always, follow us on social media at No More Games Radio and at my so-called whatever. Hang tough!
Friends forever, that's what we are. Through the thick and the thin, we're friendship stars. We're banger main buddies from the days of old. We laugh, cry, and hug, friendship solid gold. My so-called whatever started a year ago. We share our stories and your stories were told. 80s, 90s memories that give us glee. And on the block party shows and KOTB. Now our friendship circle has grown by far. Hashtag friends forever, that's what we all are. Boom! And if you don't know, now you know. My so-called whatever for life. Hashtag MSCW. Hashtag friends forever. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Awesome Blossom. Is that from Outback Steakhouse? Is that what it's called? The Awesome Blossom?
That's it.
Or is it the Bloomin' Onion?
I think it's a bloomin' onion.
Isn't it an Awesome Blossom somewhere?
I feel like it. When you said that, I was like, If not, there should be.
I would like to eat that right now.
Oh my God, I can't. Onions, I can't.
No?
Can you hear those guys playing basketball?
Yeah. It's fine.
Sorry, guys. There's some, I have the window open because it's hot up here and the fan makes too much noise. So I need to start thinking. I mean, usually we record outside, so
right.
We'll start doing that soon.
It is super nice out today.
Yeah, we totally should have recorded outside, but
it's really nice.
But it's really convenient. Like,
yeah. And if we were recording outside, we would hear that tenfold.
Oh my gosh, yes. They like
It'd
yell
be right there.
And hey, that was a fan. Yeah. So yeah, Brooke and I wanted to get together and record early this week, but I was sick still. And so it worked out that she could do it right after work. So it's like 5:20, 5:25. This is
perfect.
This is early for us, but it works
It is
out
early for
very
us,
well.
but it's great.
Yeah.
Pete took Sadie to soccer practice. So we'll do this. And then when I'm done, I'll make dinner and it'll be ready when they get home, hopefully. And then my night is done. Well, sort of.
Very good.
There's the mothering part.
Yes.
Getting ready for school tomorrow and bed and all that. But
Bryn is at driver's ed right now.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
That's crazy.
So yeah, she's in driver's ed. She should be done like in a month.
That's insane.
And
then she's gonna get in those hours.
Yes, she has to get in her hours. She's really excited to drive for the first time, like really, because she's never driven anything except a go-kart. I mean, we don't live in the country here, so like, I really couldn't have an 11-year-old driving a car. Like,
no, exactly.
I know somebody who was talking to me recently, and they let their kid drive, like in the neighborhood, but I would never do that because what if you got pulled over? What if they ran into something and
I was gonna say, what if she hit somebody?
Right. I mean, it's just not worth it.
A parked car or something. No way.
Yeah. So she's never driven. So this is going to be the first time she has her own car. We never thought we would get her a car, but it just so happened. I think I've told this before that Kevin's clients up the street were selling their VW Beetle for like a very good price. And we really needed the extra vehicle. So, yeah.
And
yeah,
you've had that for a while.
Yeah.
Like you got that a while ago.
Almost like a year ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is it? Is it in your garage?
Yeah, it's in the garage. We're not using it in the winter.
Yeah.
Kevin's gonna get a Jeep because he's wanted his Jeep ever since I wrecked it.
I forgot
So
about his Jeep.
yeah. Do you remember when I used to drive it?
No.
Yeah, I used to drive it, and then one day I couldn't get up the hill because it was a standard. And some guy with these like I guess they call them cattle pushers on the front of a truck, like pushed me up the hill
Oh my
over to the
God.
side because I kept stalling out. And he's like, next time learn how to drive before you get on the road or something like that.
Jerk.
I mean, it's no wonder I have these like feelings like when I drive because so many weird things have happened. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
right. So, anyway.
I mean, I get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was also a standard, like,
Right.
and you didn't drive a standard, like you didn't.
Never. No. No. Kevin taught me how to drive a standard. He had a standard Jetta and he had a standard Jeep.
I remember the Jetta very well.
The Jetta. If we haven't talked about the Jetta, he had gold sparkly stripes down the top of it.
And he had like a fin or a wing, whatever you call it, on the back. And
Yes.
I said it looked like a grocery cart.
It did look like a grocery cart. Yes.
Like a big person, like a big giant could like push it.
Yes. It was very 2000-esque. It was very 2000-esque.
It really was.
Yeah.
It really was.
Yeah.
It was very much like downtown.
Right. I was just going to say that. The cars downtown. All of them had similar things. The Bout It crew. The Bout It.
About it. I wonder where they all are now.
They all would gather together and they'd have this thing on top of their car that said, I'm Bout It.
Like a decal
Right.
on like the windshield.
So we call them the Bout It's. I don't know why we called them that, but we did.
Because they were about it.
Right. And then they stopped hanging out downtown and they started hanging out on Broadway, where now Convenient MD is. Do you remember that?
Yep. It's so weird.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. That was their thing.
Yeah.
And they stayed out of trouble. Like they were nice people.
Oh my gosh. They were just a
normal guys,
people.
normal kids.
Yeah.
They were kids.
Right. They were. All of them. Yeah.
We were kids.
We were. Yes. Prom season is upon us now. I'm seeing all the prom pictures. Beautiful. We're so excited because we still have prom stories. We weren't expecting the Chris Kirkpatrick episode, so we are a little behind with our prom stories, but we wouldn't have had it any other way.
No way. Chris Kirkpatrick.
Yes.
Sign me up.
That's right. Let's intro and then we'll get into the stories.
That sounds perfect.
Okay.
This is Brooke.
And this is Nikki.
And this is my so-called whatever.
Hey.
Welcome to our 80s and 90s prom story episode.
Right. I did forget one little thing.
What's that?
That Joey is performing in Vegas. I don't think we've talked about that.
No, we have not talked about that.
So Joey McIntyre, Debbie Gibson in Vegas in August. Brooke, unfortunately, cannot attend. I'm very sad. I'm very, very sad.
I can't go. I cannot get the time off work.
But I am going to be going and Kevin's going to go with me. And I'm going like Thursday to Sunday. So if you're there, say hi. Just come say hi. I might be like, I get like weird. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like I never want anybody to think I'm coming.
You're really not weird.
Okay. Well, sometimes I feel that way.
You really don't get weird. I've seen you amongst the people. And you don't get weird. That's in your head.
Okay. I will get it out of my head. So anyway, let's read prom stories.
Yay!
Unless you have anything else. Yeah, I'll go first.
I don't have anything else.
All right. I'm going to read Christina's prom story. Christina.
Yeah.
Hi, Brooke and Nikki. I saw that you were looking for prom stories, so I thought I'd send a quick one. I went to my senior prom in 1993. 1993 was a good year.
Great year. They had the game won and
they let it slip away. For those of you who don't know, I had a huge crush on this guy who was a senior. I was in 7th grade.
in 1993. I was in love with him, like absolutely. Not like in love with him. Not that I thought there was a chance. It was kind of like a Joey McIntyre love.
It was
like,
a crush. You had
it
a
was
really
a
big
crush. I had a huge crush on him. And his dad was my basketball coach. And I would like go to the bus stop early just so they would wave to me. Like I was going to school because my bus stop was like right in front of his house. Embarrassing, guys. So yeah, 1993, our city won the state championship. Our school won the state championship. The year before, they'd gone into 5 overtimes with South Portland. And I'm talking about basketball, if you don't know. And these guys were they were like idols. Like they were
legends.
They still are. Like
they really are.
You
like
talk
they
about the
about
1993 and here's the thing. Like we won, I think 2 state championships while we were in high school, didn't we?
Maybe 3.
Yeah, but they don't talk about those teams. They talk about the 1993, or maybe it's just us that talks about the 1993.
No, but they do talk about it because recently one of the players passed away.
That's right. And it was specifically
like a story.
Said, yes.
So,
that was very sad.
Very sad. Rest in peace.
Yes. So anyway, 1993, a good year. Great year.
Banner year.
I didn't have a boyfriend at the time, so I went with a guy friend. He actually wanted to be more than friends, but I didn't like him that way. I felt bad turning him down because he was a really sweet guy. Definitely great boyfriend material, but I just wasn't attracted to him, so we stayed just friends. But he was nice enough to go to my senior prom with me. He was actually a junior. My mom was a fantastic seamstress, so she made my dress and his vest and cummerbund.
Nice.
That's amazing. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. We had a nice time at prom. After prom, we decided to go out and eat with one of my good friends, her date, and a couple of her friends and their dates. We were in Chicago, so we ended up going to Eduardo's Pizza, which was nearby. We all ordered food and we were all hanging out and eating and talking. When it came time to pay the bill, the other couples started acting kind of squirrely, like they didn't have enough money with them. What? They proceeded to hem and haw over who ordered what and how to split the bill. This went on for several minutes and was getting downright ridiculous. Finally, I got fed up. My date and I paid for our portion of the bill and we got up to leave and go home. We left the rest of them to continue to argue over the remainder of the bill. Lesson learned for the future, always get separate checks. Take care, ladies. Bye, Christina M. in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Christina, I love your stories. I love you.
Christina, you are a gem.
Yes.
You are the real deal.
You are.
And this is another great story from Christina.
Yes. I love it. I love it. I love it.
I love her. She's
I love our repeat story people.
Mm-hmm. Like, because when we put a call out,
right,
for stories,
yes,
we know who's gonna bring it.
Exactly, and that like makes us feel so good when we say, "Hey guys, we really need stories." You guys send them, and you're like, "Here's the story," and they're amazing stories. Like
yes, so. And that's a really good life lesson in there.
Yeah.
Always get separate checks.
For sure. Except if you're us.
Well, right.
When we go out to eat, it's usually like, I'll get the bill, or like, you'll get the bill, or we just do it that way. Like, and then we fight over it. And then it's like, no, I got the bill. And, but we're older.
We're adults.
I feel like when we were younger, we definitely all got separate checks.
We did.
Yeah.
We did. I don't remember having that like thing. It's like that Friends episode.
Oh, I don't remember.
There's a Friends episode where the 6 of them went out for dinner to celebrate. Somebody got a promotion. I think it might have been
Chandler.
Either Chandler or Monica.
Okay.
And so Monica and Chandler and Ross all made more money than Joey and Phoebe and Rachel.
Mm-hmm. So
when they all ordered based on what they either wanted, or for the other 3 what they could afford.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the bill came, it came as one, and they were like, let's just split it 6 ways.
No.
And so the So Monica and Chandler and Ross were like, okay. And then the other three were like, but wait a minute, I only ordered a side salad.
Yes.
Like, I just got like a small appetizer.
Right.
Like, that doesn't make sense. You got
Yes.
like a steak.
Right.
So it's like that. And I never wanted to be in one of those situations.
No, because it's just uncomfortable. And then it's like you had a really good time eating, and then now it's like awkward.
Right.
So
anyway.
Yeah.
It's a very good lesson.
Very good lesson. Thank you, Christina.
Thank you, Christina. All right, I'm going to read the next one.
Hey, it's another 1993 senior prom story.
Heck
1993 was a good year.
The banner year.
Yes.
This is Heather's magical prom story. Ooh, I like the sound of that already.
It's magical.
Hi, Nikki and Brooke. Okay, here is my 1993 senior prom story. Woohoo!
Woo!
Between 9th and 10th grade, my family moved from the city to a small town in northern Michigan. Our school was tiny. There were only 46 kids in my graduating class, and at the time, we were the largest class through there in years.
Wow.
That is really small. But high school was a blast for me. Maybe it was partly coming from being a small fish in a big pond to big fish, small pond kind of thing. But the nice thing about small towns is that everyone knows everyone, and we were all a very tight-knit group in our senior class.
Oh.
Our school was very big on sports, and we were one of the best in the state for our league in football, boys and girls basketball, and cheerleading.
Ooh.
I was a basketball player.
Yeah, you were. Woo!
My boyfriend all of senior year was one of the football captains, and he played basketball and baseball and ran track too.
Wow.
He was so sweet and handsome. Blonde hair, big blue eyes, and a smile that would not end. We had so much fun all year. Other than sports, our little school didn't have much to offer. So when prom came along in May of 93, it was a big event. Everyone went in the junior and senior classes, and if you were a freshman or sophomore, you could come if your date was a junior or senior. We had a golf and country club in our town that was famously owned by the Honey Baked Ham owner.
Oh.
We actually had our class pictures taken by the pig-shaped sand pit. LOL. Well, that was the perfect venue for our little prom. I remember sitting in our class meeting as we all voted on colors in our class song. The colors ended up being teal and black, and since the girls outnumbered the boys by 1, we elected It's So Hard to Say Goodbye to Yesterday by Boys to Men as our official class song.
What a great official class ending song.
But because it was a close second, Nothing Else Matters by Metallica was our unofficial class song, and they were played back to back at our prom.
Funny.
My grandma was an incredible seamstress, and I had gone to prom the year before and worn a beautiful dress that my grandmother had made me, so I asked her to make my senior prom dress too. That's so nice.
That's so amazing. I love it.
And also back-to-back talented ladies in the family.
Right.
Okay. Ever since Chris asked me, I knew I wanted a red dress, and that was all I asked for. The year I went to prom, all the girls in our school wore short knee-length dresses. My grandma made a gorgeous red lace-covered taffeta dress with a big bow on the back, and it was perfect. I even found red shoes with bows on them that matched and were super fun and cute.
Aww.
Maybe because we were such a small school, not really sure why, but we didn't ever have prom court like we did for homecoming. So the tradition was that everyone that came to prom took a sheet of paper at their door and voted by secret ballot for a senior boy and a senior girl to be prom king and queen. At a certain point in the night, an announcement was made for all votes to be in so that they could be counted by a couple student council members. Then the winners would be announced at the end of the night, and the prom song would be played for the couple to dance to. Of course, I voted for myself and Chris. But I had no idea that anyone or that everyone else was voting for us too. Right before the winners were announced, several of our friends came up and told us they had voted for us. I still didn't think anything of it and was incredibly surprised when they announced my name as a 1993 prom queen and right away called out Chris's name as the prom king. They crowned me with a giant tiara, LOL, see pic, and a bouquet of red roses, and Chris and I immediately locked our arms around each other for our dance to It's So Hard to Say Goodbye to Yesterday, and with tears of joy and smiling from ear to ear as our classmates joined us on the dance floor. Then, of course, we ended the night at the golf club with Nothing Else Matters, all singing out as loud as we could while dancing our last high school dance together. Another huge tradition was, of course, the after prom party, which was to be held that year at our friend Brian's cabin. But before Chris and I could head to the party, we had to go to a payphone so we could both call our parents. I remember my dad answering the phone with a worried tone. P.S. A payphone.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes.
I remember my dad
collect and say, "Dad, I'm okay." When they ask
we
for
had a
name.
baby, it's a boy.
Yeah.
I remember my dad answering the phone with a worried tone because in the early 90s, getting a call from your kid that wasn't expected home for hours usually meant there was something bad to report. But it was so exciting to give him the good news and the joy that I'd been crowned prom queen. It was one of the best conversations I ever had with my dad, and he was proud he got to be the one to tell my mom. Chris's parents were just as excited when we called them. Then we were off to the party. By the time we arrived at Brian's cabin, everyone else was already there, so when we walked in, we got a standing ovation of applause and cheers. I absolutely felt like Cinderella that night.
I thought you were going to say, I abso-fucking-lutely.
This sounds like a movie.
It does sound like a movie.
It just sounds like a dream movie.
Yes, it does.
We hung out with our friends and celebrated for hours. I absolutely loved everything about high school and had many amazing memories from my senior year, but this night was definitely the highlight of all of it. By the way, I ran into Chris in our hometown about a year and a half ago. We hadn't seen one another in over 20 years, and we hugged and chatted for a bit and introduced our kids. He still looks great and still has an amazing infectious smile and laugh. Hope you enjoyed my magical prom night story. I can't believe it's been 28 years. It was so fun to go down memory lane, and I can't wait to hear everyone else's. Love, Heather.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so these pictures, first of all, let me just say, the red dress,
gorgeous.
Stunning. And you're right, your prom date is a very handsome dude.
Yes, indeed.
That is a huge tiara.
That is a huge tiara. Did you get to keep it?
I want to know if she got to keep it.
Yeah. Did you get to keep it?
Oh, I love it so much. But guys, go on our website, mysocalledwhatever.com.
Yes.
And under this episode, you'll see her pictures.
Yes.
Oh,
love it, Heather. Thank you so much for sharing.
Great. Thank you so much. I love it. It sounds, like I said, it sounds like a dream.
It did. It sounded just like a movie.
Yes.
Like, couldn't ask for more, like Edwin McCain would say.
When is he going to come on our
I don't know. Here's the thing, you guys. I don't think we've told them this, but
I think we have.
But I think I cut it out.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
So, and if I didn't, and here it is again. So Edwin McCain is on TikTok. And when he first got his account, I went on and I said, on our account, I went on and I said, hey, we'd love to have you on our podcast. And he actually responded first by following us. And second, by saying, that sounds like fun. Get a hold of my management team, yada, yada, yada. So I got a hold of his management team, but they have not contacted me back. So maybe I need to get a hold of him again. But yeah, I'd love to have him on because I mean, his song for us was like iconic.
Totally.
Yeah.
And you know it is for others.
Right. Not just I could not ask for more, but I'll be.
Yes. His music contributed to the soundtrack of a period of time in our life.
Unfortunately, it wasn't a great time for me, but I still love the song. Nevertheless.
Still, right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
we have one more story.
Heather.
Yes, thank you, Heather.
Nikki's gonna read the last story.
Here it goes. This is Amber's senior prom story. Here we go. My senior prom was in 1996. Also a good
Mix
year.
96?
Yes.
Park Mix 96.
I remember hearing a song for the first time and seeing a girl I did not know, she was my classmate's date, bust out with some silly dance moves on the dance floor. We all looked at her thinking, what the fuck is she doing? Little did we know that song and dance would become one of the most popular of that time and is still played today. Want to guess what it was? We'll give you guys a second. Take a guess. It was Macarena by Los Del Rio. Fun facts, thanks to Wikipedia. And then she gave us a Wikipedia. Macarena is a Spanish dance song by Los Del Rio about a woman of the same name. Appearing on the 1993 album, A Mi Me Gusta.
Yeah, I'd say that's it.
It was an international hit and a dance craze in the later half of 1996 and part of 1997. The song got the group ranked the #1 greatest one-hit wonder of all time by VH1 in 2002. The song uses a type of clave rhythm. In 2012, it was ranked #7 on Billboard's all-time top 100. Wow.
Whoa.
It also ranked at #1 on Billboard's all-time Latin songs. So, fast forward, this is not Wikipedia. Fast forward to the event we looked forward to every year, the after party. We had our hotel room rented and the bathtub was full of iced down adult, although we were not adults, beverages. Once I get there, I begin feeling bad. I did not want to drink. I did not want to party. All I wanted to do was sleep. Keep in mind, I was voted class clown by my peers, so everyone was expecting full-blown shenanigans, but I just wasn't feeling it. I decided to lay in bed, not that I slept, and chill. The following week, I was even sicker. I went to the doctor, and 7 months later, Reagan was born. Oh my gosh.
What?
This totally explained everything. This is a great story.
That really is.
Like, that shook me.
That was like, yeah, we went from learning about Macarena to
Having a baby.
Having a baby 7 months later. I love it. And that really does explain everything.
That
really does explain everything. Like why you were feeling like that.
Right. Right. Because
your classmates were ready for shenanigans.
We know your shenanigans.
Right. Correct.
So I can see why your classmates would be looking forward to that. But oh, Reagan. That's so cute.
That is so cute. I love it.
Well, that is a very memorable prom story.
It is. I love it.
Yes.
Thank you, Amber, you're amazing.
Thank you, Amber. So that's all we have for this week. I think it was a pretty great episode. Nice and digestible.
Totes my goats.
Yeah.
Very digestible. Like I would be able to consume this on a 30-minute lunch break.
Yeah. So.
And I appreciate that.
Yeah. So we love you guys, and we hope that you send us your stories to mysocalledwhatever@gmail.com.
And send us some voicemails too.
Yes. At 857-271-1047. Thank you.
Thank you and good night.
With that, we bid adieu.
I was just going to say that.
I took the words out of your mouth. So now you have to say mine. So now you have to say my line.
We'll be loving you forever.
And ever.
Amen.
Amen. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.